Yo and such. It's Deist. I'm gonna get into our next war recap, which was a part of the Potluck spin, and we got matched up against OneHive Genesis again. I love facing these guys. We kind of have like a sibling rivalry thing going on, even though we're not siblings in any way whatsoever. Um, God, this one was close, man. God, it was close. We always have a blast facing Genesis. I really like warring against them. Obviously, it was very close. Um, on both sides, the nines got it done. And on both sides, some of the nines struggled. Some of the, plenty of the nines got six packs. I mean, it was some people had a great war. Some people struggled, but as always, it comes down to up top where we got. I mean, both sides got both 11s doubled, and then we just happened to get them on percentage. I mean, they had a couple of really really close hits up top, like in the 90s, 99%, 94%, I think, and then I think we had at least one. Yeah, there it is, 99%. So I mean, it could have gone either way. I mean, these kind of wars, either clan can win on any given Sunday. But Deist, it's not Sunday. Shut up, I know. So there's a few attacks I have listed that I want to get into. If I mean, obviously, if you're watching this video, you're in the war scene, so you know that this war. I mean, God, probably 80 or 85% of our attacks were based on loons, but primarily consisted of balloons. Which I tried to pick out some attacks that with a little bit of variety. That's as I always do, but um, I don't know. I feel like I'm I'm not a fan of what they did with balloons. I mean, sure, it's great for Town Hall 10, but it's like, man, it partway ruined Town Hall 9. I mean, both sides had some really great bases this war, and I guess I'll mention my own base in particular. I was really really happy with the base I built for this war, and it just got someone, it took like I think three hits, but eventually I got three-starred by just a mass balloon attack, and it's kind of frustrating. Like, I mean, they did what they had to do, but I don't know. It's just frustrating to get overpowered on a really what I thought was a really good base by just mass balloons. So I think they need to reconsider. I think they need to reconsider the balloon update. I'm not a fan at all. But and the thing is, for Town Hall 10, like, the hard part of Town Hall 10 isn't the La Loon. It's getting value out of your kill squad without a Grand Warden. That's that's the hard part of Town Hall 10 to me. But anyways, enough of me preaching. All right, let's get into some attacks. We had first one was right here, Nate 3-star. I guess I'll just call him Nate, even though he 3-starred. I mean, this is kind of one of those attacks. We saw quite a few attacks like this, where someone has an off-center queen that can basically just be suicided by the heroes, and then someone will come in and zap quake and air defense, whichever one. They'll on an attack like this, you want to get rid of whichever air defense that you can get rid of to create really nice pathing for the rest of your attack, which is, what obviously what he does here. Even though, I mean, I guess those sweepers are pointing out towards the rest of what he has going on here, but I mean, he's a good attacker. He did what he wanted to do, and it worked. So he does the hero swap at the queen, finds a couple of Teslas, and then starts the La Lune from down here around 6. Like I said, we had a lot of attacks like this war, and I picked this one in particular because his loon efficiency and the amount of loons he had left at the end was just awesome, just insane. So he's got 4 haste here. And then just a few minions for cleanup. But, I mean, yeah, it's basically a balloon attack. Everything's coming in towards 2 o'clock now. I mean, he still has, I don't know, he's probably only lost about 2 loons this far. And then comes in from the backside to meet up at this last air defense. And Hound gets there just in time. That's pretty cool. So he's got plenty of cleanup, obviously. Really doesn't even need his last 2 haste. And just freaking smashed it, man. I mean, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I mean, why overcomplicate the attack when you can just throw 1 troop at it? But anyways, good attack to Nate. The rest is just cleanup. We'll speed through that. One thing that OneHive Genesis did in particular, they whatever their base building team is doing, they're doing it right, because their Teslas in particular, that was what threw us off the most. Their use of Teslas on these bases was really freaking good. All right, so that was Nate. Now we get to JoJo. Got to show JoJo's attack because she threatens me and she touches me if I don't. So she's going to get a queen walk started over here at 3 by this army camp. And then she's going to end up, I suppose I should have just sped through those first few seconds of contemplation. But, so gets a baby dragon down, pushes the queen up north. I like the angle on the healers, make sure they don't lag behind too much. She ends up finding, I think, 3 Teslas here before she gets inside. Yep, there's a couple of Teslas. Then she'll start a little bit of a kill squad from up at like 12:30. Almost lets her queen die here, but I mean, I'm sure she was watching. She just wanted to make the most of it, but almost lost her queen. And then, so now she pops her queen. She's got a baby dragon, a couple of wizards. Golem's going to go in towards the air defense, and then she's got wall breakers down. King, who is going to walk, unfortunately. Bowlers, who are actually going to go inside. And then the CC comes out. She's got a jump spell to open up quite a good little chunk of the base. Poison on the CC. Queen's going strong. Bowler's going strong. Healers are going to step into that rage in a second here. And then she's going to drop a heal. JoJo's going to drop a heal. Got air skellies coming out for her healers, but it was really no big deal because her queen was right there. King's still on the outside being a noob, getting no value whatsoever, which is unfortunate. And then JoJo starts the Law Loon from about 10 o'clock. Good efficiency with the loons. A Tesla out on the left side. Hound pops here, but that's what's cool about the new loons, is that it really doesn't matter if you have hounds or not. They just win. They just win no matter what. All they do is win, win, win. So at this point, it's just a mortar and a cannon left, and I mean, you know it's over. It's just clean up. Loons, loons, loons. Loons are OP. Loons, loons, loons are OP. Good job, JoJo. You made my recap. Now you don't gotta hurt me. Alright, what do we have next? Numero 24. Stu, with the 6-pack at Town Hall 9 this war. Killer. So, like I said, I try to get some variety in here, so I'm gonna show a Goho here. He's got a single jump, 3 golem Goho. Actually, you know what? I forget if it's a Go Boho or not. I mean, he probably has bowlers. Why the hell would you not have bowlers? So I think he knew that Tesla was there. I'm sure this was a cleanup hit. Most of our 3 stars were cleanup hits. Just like I said, because they built some good bases for this war. So he's got the golems. He's got 3 golems, nice and spread out, coming in from 9 to 12. King and bowlers down, queen down, lava hound in the CC, of course. That's exactly what you don't want to see. And then here in a second, yeah, there's his rage. This is over here, the little golem that couldn't. So he's getting really good value in here in the core. He's got the queen aggroed. He's getting a couple of Teslas. He's already used a jump and a rage. Now he starts his hogs from around, well, 8 to 6. Hogs are going to funnel all the way over across this trash to the remaining defenses over here. And then he's reinforced with the last few hogs. Drops a heal. And he only needs one heal to finish up the attack. So he swags one out. So, pretty quick attack, but really efficient attack. So, really good kill squad. He got right into the center of the base and just took aggro from everything. And then his hogs were able to just pretty much pick off defenses one after another. So, good stuff, Stu. Swags out the spell. That's really not fair play, but, whatever. Who is fair play anymore? Bowlers and the kill squad at Town Hall 9 are not fair play. Alright, now we've got Shield, who also had a 6-pack. Pretty much, seems like pretty much all of our Town Hall 9 3-stars came from like 6 guys. The rest of us were just pretty much doing scouts. So here's Shield, a.k.a. Rogers. On number 17. So he's got the golem at 2 o'clock. He's got the wizards. As I've said before, Rogers is really, really good at funneling. He gets his funneling done quickly, and he gets inside the base, and he saves his golems a lot of HP. So he got one jump down. He's got a double jump cooked up, which I think is awesome, especially for a base like this. And then he's going to get inside, pull the CC, poison the CC, and then heal. He heals before he rages. I thought that was a really good idea. He's facing a lot of damage here early, so if he raged his bowlers early, they probably would have just gone too far and died. So he heals before he rages. I thought that was good. And then he's got the balloons coming in, just pretty much a wall of them. And then reinforces down at 6. Single haste spell, that's plenty to get inside to that air defense. Even if he didn't have a hound, the loons would still win because loons are OP. I don't know if you guys heard that or not, but loons are OP. And at this point, that was a really quick attack. It's already cleanup. Bowlers are outside the base. Awesome. Awesome. Good stuff. Rogers. Good hit, man. That was a really good use of the Santa's Surprise spell. Alright, where are we at next? So we just did 17. Alright, let's look at number 12. Captain Cook coming all the way up from number 28 to take out their number 12, Nev. Nev. So anyways, he's going to take a pretty nice chunky kill squad and then just do a few loons for the backside. He's only taking 11 loons. So he's got 3 golems down for each of these Teslas. Got plenty of wizards for a nice big funnel, which when you're taking 3 golems, taking that many wizards can be a good idea. It depends on how much crap you have to get rid of, which he had a lot, So that was good. 3 golems are inside now. King and bowlers, queen behind, following through. So they are going to have access to all 4 ADs and the queen, and man, almost all of the point defense. So he's got the rage heal down. They're going over the second jump now. Starts a couple of baby dragons up here to take out some trash. Cannons up at 12, and then with single Tesla, so loons are going to have no issues up there. Starts deploying loons. There they come at 12, no problem, no sweat. And then here in a second, he's going to get a haste down at about 8:30. And then he's going to send his last 3 loons in from right there. Queen finally gets the 4th AD. Now his loons are basically free and clear. And then cleanup's already coming around from 12. There's the last 3 loons. That's it. It's toast. It's toast. I love when someone gets that big of that huge of value for their kill squad. He took out like 80% of the base with his kill squad. Alright, good stuff. I left that last attack kind of early. I probably shouldn't have done that, but oh well. I'm not fair play. Alright, I have to show this one. I'm not going to show... I don't want to show any 10 versus 11s because to me they're really not that exciting. I mean, they're kind of just a necessary evil right now. But yeah, to me they're really not exciting. And then I'm not going to show any 11 versus 10 dips because it's so hard to build a good Town Hall 10 base right now, or even a Town Hall 9 base. And I hate having my bases burned, especially on bully attacks. So I'm just not going to do that to them. Alright, so Boss Man actually gets a 10v10 triple, so I have to show this. And look what he's using. He's using hogs. 2 or 3 recaps ago, I showed a little trick he did with his hogs, which, I mean, maybe he's probably not the only one that does this trick, but I really like it, so I got to show it again. So he gets a couple of golems down on the corners at 3 and 6. Gets a queen down, gets a third golem down at 4:30. And then his kill squad's going to go in this little L compartment and work to the core. So he's getting his funnel created. You know the queen's going to go inside. She's got nowhere else to go. Good bowler deployment. I think only a couple of his bowlers walk, but that's no big deal. Queen's going to take out the Inferno Tower while the CC comes out. Drops the Rage. Has the jump down. So his bowlers are trying to just do whatever they can. They're not going to get too far, but I mean, you know, you can't just not take bowlers in your kill squad. You have to. So then he's got his hogs coming in from 7 and 8, gathering up around these few. His deployment was great, and then he does this old trick: the haste, freeze, heal. So he's got the heal extending past the Inferno, where he hits a bomb and his hogs are healed right back up, and he's still got a heal in the bag. So his queen's still working in the core. His hogs are going to finish up out here. Just freaking awesome, man. I can't stand how weak hogs are at Town Hall 10. I will never use hogs at Town Hall 10. I mean, unless there's something dramatically changed with them, I will never use them. But, dude, Boss Man's good with them. I mean, he finds the pathing. He finds a way to make his hogs all meet up in an Inferno Tower, and then he drops haste, freeze, heal. I mean, it's just fucking brilliant. Excuse my language. It's just fucking brilliant. But, yeah, just such a good hit, man. Such a good hit. I mean, look, he's got Town Hall 8 hogs left after his raid. He's got, like, mass hogs left after his raid. Just awesome. Oh, my battery's about to die. Cool, great. Anyways. Shout out to OneHive Genesis. I love warring them. I hope they enjoy warring us as well. They, like I said, my favorite thing about their bases was their use of Teslas, especially on their Town Hall 9s. I hope we war again soon, man. It's always close like this. It's always a good time. So, cheers.